What causes haloing when using Lightroom local adjustments? Imagine trying to brighten a specific part of your photo, but instead of a smooth transition, you see a bright ring or glow around the edges. That's what we call haloing, and it can be pretty frustrating. When you use Lightroom for local adjustments, like brushing or applying gradient filters, haloing often pops up unexpectedly. So what's behind this? Let's break it down. First, haloing happens mainly because of how Lightroom handles contrast and edges. When you make adjustments at the edges of an object, such as brightening a sky or darkening a building, the software tries to create a sharp boundary. If that boundary is too harsh or abrupt, a halo appears. Think of it like drawing a line with a marker that's too thick. There's no smooth blend. Next, over-adjusting is a common cause. If you push the contrast or exposure too far in one area, the transition from the adjusted zone to the untouched area becomes stark. This sudden change creates the halo effect. It's like turning up the contrast too much and ending up with a glowing outline instead of a natural look. Another factor is masking. When you use the local adjustment brush or gradient filter, the mask needs to be precise. If the mask isn't carefully refined, it might include areas you didn't mean to adjust. This can cause abrupt brightness differences at the edges, resulting in halos. Using the auto mask feature can help keep your adjustments confined to the right spots. Sharpening also plays a role. Over-sharpening your image, especially with a large radius or high amount, can accentuate edges and create halos. Think of sharpening as adding detail, but if you go too far, it makes the edges look unnaturally highlighted. Chromatic aberration, which is a lens flaw that causes color fringing around edges, can also make halos more noticeable. If your lens has this issue, it can be worsened by local adjustments, especially if you don't correct it beforehand. To prevent haloing, use your adjustment tools sparingly and subtly. When you apply local edits, try to keep the changes gradual rather than extreme. Use the auto mask option to help Lightroom automatically refine the edges of your adjustments. Always double-check your masks and erase any unwanted areas. Be cautious with sharpening settings. Lower the radius and amount if halos start to appear. And if chromatic aberration is a problem, fix it in the lens correction panel before making local adjustments. By understanding these causes and following these tips, you can keep your edits looking natural and avoid those distracting halos. It's all about careful control and patience when working with local adjustments in Lightroom.